Hey Kat, here's your last workout for now. It's your second trimester workout and it starts with a kidney wake up. So just doing your twists for 30 seconds, keeping those knees nice and loose, everything else nice and loose. And then going into your opposite toe touches, arms out nice and wide, slight bend through the knees, and then just coming down toward your opposite toes. And Frankenstein March. Very familiar with this one, warming up through the hip flexors and the shoulders. Then going into your butt kicks here, kicking your own butt, and then ending off with your alternating lunges, keeping your shoulders back, everything up nice and tall, pulling the belly button in toward your spine, and just going back and forth for 30 seconds. Each move is 30 seconds. And then circuit one is going to start with plie squats, so bringing your feet out wider than hip width apart, pointing your toes out to the corner of the room, and then sitting back into your squat, remembering to aim for the center, really activating those glute muscles, using those muscles in your buns to bring yourself up, keeping your core nice and tight and everything nice and tall. Doing those for 12, and then going into your step up side kicks. So where you're stepping in and then kicking, taking it back. It's a lot easier to keep the balance when you're doing it a little faster. Really bringing that power, using those leg muscles, 30 seconds one side, and then switching over to your other side for 30. Last move is your offset lunge. So grabbing your weight, sticking it up beside your head, keeping a soft bend through your elbow, and then just stepping forward with that opposite leg, using your glute muscles again to take you back into your original position, keeping your core muscles nice and tight, remembering we're really working through those core muscles, especially through the obliques in the sides. You're going to do one side for 30 seconds. No, you do 30 seconds a side, or you can do 12 each side. I think 12 is going to be more intense, so just depending on how you're feeling, you can time it out or rep it out. And then going to the other side when you're ready, same thing. All right, circuit 2 starts with your incline push-up. So you want to use your bench, or you can use a step again. I don't know if you can see me, and kind of using my step. All right, anyways, you're doing a regular push-up, so maybe I'll just demonstrate that, except you're just on that higher surface to make it a little easier, and you want to make sure you're going nice and slow, bringing yourself down as far as you can, and then taking it up, breathing out as you come down, and breathing in on the way up. And you can start with 8, but if you find that your form is being compromised, feel free to drop it down to 6. And then you're going to move on to your dumbbell crossover external rotation. And that's the one where your knees are slightly bent. You're in a nice strong position with your lower body. And then you're just taking the weight across. Breathing out to come down. Breathing in to take it out. Really working on those rotator cuff muscles. Doing, said 12 each side, 8 to 12 each side. So start with 8. When we did them the other day, 8 was definitely enough. So start with 8, but you can progress up to 12 when you're feeling stronger through your shoulders, when you've done it more frequently, or you can always stick to 8 and take it down to, especially at the beginning, you might want to drop it down to 6 for the next round again if your form is being compromised. And then your last one is a dumbbell row. So I've got something here to hold on to for support. If you find the top of a chair, that usually works out well. And then keeping your back nice and flat. Maybe I'll just pretend so that you can see. So you've got that chair, and then keeping your back flat, engaging all those muscles we were talking about the other day, and then pulling in. Pulling, breathing in, and then breathing out to come down, or the opposite. I think we talked about what would be more natural. Either way, whatever feels most comfortable for you for breathing, just make sure you're breathing a certain way one way, and then the opposite the other way. And you're going to do 12 each side. That's circuit 2. Circuit 3, you've got your dolphin plank. So that's just this one where you're on the ground. I'm going to tilt it for you. And you are in your plank, raising your hips up, breathing out to take it down, keeping that core engaged at the bottom, squeezing those glutes, and then taking it up and breathing in, breathe out, and breathe in. Aiming for 6 of these, or you can go for 30 seconds. And then you've got side lying hip abductors, so it's these ones here where your bottom knee is bent, your top leg is straight, and you're taking it up nice and slow, really engaging those outer thigh abductor muscles, doing 12 each side. And your last move are the donkey kicks. So coming into your tabletop position, keeping a soft bend through your elbows, making sure that your wrists are right below your shoulders, and then taking your leg up and giving me that little kick, keeping your hips as level as possible, and doing 30 seconds each side. And that's your workout. Going into your regular stretch at the end, depending on, I think I've got the same stretches in there, and then depending on what muscles you're feeling are especially tight, and when you're stretching too, you always want to pay attention to whether you're actually feeling the stretch when you're doing something, and if you're not, then not bothering to do it, just moving on to the next stretch. Okay, so enjoy this workout. I know you're gonna rock it. Let me know if you have any questions about anything at all, or whether something's not working and you need to modify it to another move. I'm always here, and I'm sure I'll talk to you soon.